Ladies and gentlemen, our worst fear has come true. This news has rocked Paper Tuesdays Inc. We have received some terrible information last night at around 7:45 p.m. Shane.
Yes.
We're still trying to process it. You may have heard last week on the podcast we talked about a particular reason why we can't have in-person guests on this show. The reason for that, we explained, was due to Michael's health circumstances.
Yes.
And unfortunately, Michael has contracted the disease. We wish him the best of luck with his illness. We are accepting family flowers only, and condolences to Aisling, his widow. She will have to build Clúnagar herself. God only knows what she will do with it. Perhaps she will become a madame of Ciora Farm Road.
Yes. Yeah, Michael, I thought all this carry-on was over, but obviously Michael found a way to bring it back.
Michael has brought COVID back into Ireland.
Yeah, from his recent trip to Wuhan.
Yeah, Michael went to Wuhan looking for materials.
Yeah. Looking for doors. Yes.
Yeah. Wuhan interior doors. So we wish Michael the best of luck, and sure, look, whatever happens, happens. If he comes back, he comes back. If not, we might offer James a contract.
Yeah, might bring James back. We'll let the public vote.
Yeah, we were trying to get some rock stars on the show. That was going to happen today, but Michael was so selfish and got COVID for himself. So we can't do that. We hopefully will have the Kings of Leon on the podcast next week.
Yes.
And going forward from there, we hope we will look after ourselves when we go out in public and not be licking surfaces that are known to have been touched by someone with COVID.
Yes. He was probably at that salad bar in Pets there, licking the glass there.
He was at the salad bar. He got
couldn't wait for a salad.
Yeah, the couscous and COVID. That's what Michael ordered from Pets Salad Bar.
New meal deal.
I believe he took a go on Damien's motorbike and may have touched the handles, and Damien had COVID at the time because he believed Michael was in cohorts with Louis Cullen.
Yes. This bingo fiasco is nowhere near over.
This has gone nuclear.
Yes.
This bingo fiasco. There is guerrilla warfare going on.
It's more news as it comes.
More news as it comes in. I just noticed me and Shane are wearing matching t-shirts.
Yeah.
And matching clothes.
Yeah, I noticed that when you came in there. So and I was only thinking about the whole idea behind these obviously beautiful body roll training tops, sponsored by Brooks's supermarket there. So I remember when these were being ordered, it was the idea behind it was no need for bibs, and we'd decide on two teams before going to train, and one team would be the green team, one team would be the black team, and that was the idea behind it.
Really?
Yes, and we have never fucking done it.
Yeah, well, no one's been informed of it.
Yeah,
so maybe that's why.
Yeah, and I think it was told last year when we were all ordering it, it's everyone gets the two jerseys, and before training, if we're going to play a match, they'll pick two teams, and if you'll be told which jersey to wear, so it eliminates the need for bibs. But sure thing, COVID went, so we can fucking all wear sweaty, smelly bibs that are never washed.
Yeah.
Yes.
Forever and ever, amen. Bojo is out.
Yeah, he's out, but a lot of online is saying he's not really out. He's only resigned as the leader of the party. He's not resigned. He's never said he was resigning as Prime Minister. So there's conspiracy theories behind this that he's only waiting for time. He thinks this is all a big kerfuffle, and that he's somehow going to save the world, and Bojo is going to stay.
So this is like QAnon, kind of English QAnon.
Yeah, it's like those real right-wing fucking news stations they have now. They're kind of taking a leaf out of the Americans' book that we have free speech now, and these fucking gobshites on the right wing are all this media shite now. So
do we have? I don't know if we have free speech in Ireland.
I don't know about free speech, but we have fucking right wing anyway.
Do we?
Yeah. Do you ever see that gripped media?
No.
Oh, they're fucking
gripped. They're Irish.
They're Irish, yeah, and they present themselves as real news and all, but they're really pushing the fucking boundaries of real news and fake news. I remember all the people from those special sections of Irish society that probably didn't do a leave insert are sharing on Facebook. If you look, I'm pretty sure they're still around.
Gripped,
yeah.
New NGO stakes to claim a Ukrainian aid just another predictable self-replication of the vast NGO spider's web that embraces anything that moves in this country. Jesus Christ, imagine reading this stuff.
Yeah.
Tensions in Kinnegad as 150 asylum seekers arrive unannounced. Senator claims she's the target of an ongoing hate campaign. MEP slams insane EU policy trying to tax people out of poverty. God, it's just so...
Yeah. Do you remember, like, a few years ago, all those protests? I was at the Yellow Jackets or the high... Remember lads going around protesting in high vis?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, it's all that kind of grew from there, and all those people were sharing this media company, like, and it's a load of bollocks, really.
Why, like?
I don't know. And sure, England have their own ones there, and I remember... Like, it's real, like, kind of... It looks high budget, but it's really not. It's just, like, a green screen, like, behind a lad, and a lad wearing a suit, and he was doing this during COVID, and he was interviewing some carpenter, and he had him online there, like on the show, and he was saying how, like, I'm not sure what they're talking about, sustainable practice and stuff, and your man tried to say that concrete was sustainable because you could reproduce it, like, and like your man was giving out to this carpenter saying, sure, you use wood, you chop down wood. It's like, yes, but wood regenerates, concrete doesn't regenerate, like, and your man completely like owned him basically, and he just ended the call, like, cut him off, like, so yeah, and there's a lot of this bollocks right wing stuff. So,
and they have the, was it the 12th of July they do the burnt bonfires up in
the north, yeah.
To see the size of it, to see the picture of it,
Yeah.
it's like, it looks like a big mosque or something, like a big temple.
Yeah.
And they go and burn that.
Yeah. So, like, the amount of times, like, you see like everyone falling down very close to houses, and actually sometimes those fucking hit the houses, like, but they're fucking huge. I was going through on my TikTok and stuff and reading comments, like, someone was like, I'm Irish, but fucking fair play to these lads, because you must have some structural engineers there building that thing, because like the size you can get to, like, you need a lot of planning goes into that, so it doesn't, like, before you fucking light it, like, it has to fucking, they're gonna topple over, like.
It's hardly legal, is it?
It is legal, they're allowed to do it, like.
Really?
Yeah, it's part of their cultural,
right.
Yeah, it's the same thing with the orange marches and stuff, they're allowed to do it because they can do whatever the fuck they want.
Like, what does it represent?
I'm not 100% sure now.
The burning of Catholics.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, sure. They, like, have they have fucking Irish flags all over. They have all the political posters on it, and I've seen one, like, now they're starting to put Scottish flags on it as well for some reason as well. So
The burn in Scotland. Scotland want to leave.
yeah, for sure.
Do you know who I blame? I blame Frank McCourt. Frank McCourt is peddling lies, and Theresa Carmody is a made-up name.
Yes.
So I went and watched more Pat Kenny videos after that, because I couldn't remember what ones I was talking about last week. So here we have Pat Kenny heckled and attacked live on Late Late Show. Buffering.
You should have shaved before you did that, Brendan. How are
You're
you?
a censor. How dare you?
What?
Gayborn and you are you're unstoppable arsehole. You arsehole.
Thank you very much.
You piece of shit.
Would you like to leave?
Would you like to leave? And that was, so that, what happened there was Pat Kenny just kissed Brendan O'Connor, and then they sat down. A man in a brown leather jacket just came on and stood over Pat.
Yeah, I remember seeing that video before. Just like, he calls him an arsehole, and Pat's like, thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Pat. And here is Pat.
You know these figures that are dropped.
So during the boom, Pat is here talking to a lady about housing prices, and he's about to get called out on it.
That relatively few taxpayers pay almost a half of the total income tax.
Yes.
So in order to get the kind of money that Jack's talking about, you have to actually drag in more people into the net. And you're saying that the people earning 75 grand, say in a household of two working people, that they would have to be paying super tax effectively.
That's right. That's
Jack. That's
Yeah, well, let's look at it more closely because there are parliamentary questions on the record in relation to this. If you remove the threshold, the PRSI threshold, that generates about 120 million. If you put on a 50% rate for people over 100,000, that would generate just above 500 million from memory, and that's without touching any of the allowances that were listed by the Commission on Taxation, where wealthy people can hide their wealth, and that's without suggesting that we do anything about a reasonable level of tax on second or multiple homes or trophy houses or anything else.
What's a trophy house, by the way?
A house like yours, probably, I'd say.
Okay, if you want to talk, personally, I built my house in 1988. Like, why is that a trophy house?
No, well, I
don't want this kind of crap coming out.
I think that the kind of house that would be a large, high high-profile type of house. And I'm sorry if I offended you. I didn't mean to give offence at all. But the thing about it is that it's reasonable.
There you go.
There we go.
Trophy house, Pat.
Pat is a trophy husband.
Yes.
Oh, have you ever seen the one where Pat Kenny gives out tickets to the toy show?
No, don't think so.
Oh, we may list this. This has become the Pat Kenny show.
The winner of our competition.
Oh, I think I have. This is great, yeah.
And this is for the weekend in Dublin. 2 tickets for the toy show. And 10,000 worth of shopping. It's ringing. Let's hope they're home. Hello, may I speak to Barbara, please?
Speaking.
What's your second name?
Phoebe.
That's the name I have in front of me. And I can hear my own voice echoing back through your television set. So you know who this is?
I do.
And what is the answer to our question?
Roald Dahl.
And Roald Dahl is correct. You know what this means?
Yes.
You'll be picked up. It's a Cork number.
Yes.
A Cork City?
Yes.
All right. If they tortured her, they couldn't get anything out of this woman. There's no question about it. Barbara, who are you going to bring to the toy show next week?
Oh, I'm not particularly interested.
Hang on a second, Barbara. Wait a second. Hang on. Just a sec now. There's the tickets to the toy show, right?
You can wrestle them.
Okay, so they're gone. So you don't want to come to the toy show?
No, thank you.
All right, so you want the 10 grand?
Please.
Well, there you are. I think I'll give up this job. Anyway, you won fair and square. You were picked out.
Thank you so much.
There's the toy show tickets anyway. Sure, I'll give them to someone who'd appreciate it.
Thank you.
Barbara, congratulations on the 10 grand. Enjoy it.
Thank you
And
very much.
we'll pick you up. We'll bring you up, but we won't bring you to the toy show.
Lovely.
All the best. Good night.
Bye-bye.
Ah, poor Pat.
It reminds me of the woman who won the BMW convertible many years ago. And I said to her, what do you drive at the moment? She says, I don't drive. Oh, you don't have a car at the moment? Well, what's the last car that you did drive? And she said, I never drove. And I said, why did you enter the competition for the BMW? And she said, because I never win. There's naught as queer as folk. That's all I can say. Look, that's all we have for you this week. I hope you'll join me for my
There's
radio
now as
show.
queer as folk, says
Yeah.
Pat Kenny.
He wasn't taking any shit that night.
No, Pat is. God love him, like.
Yeah, I love how like even that was probably like what mid 2000s, and Pat still had to have the fucking phone in front of him and dial him up himself. Like it wasn't like with Ryan in the background, like just have it there. Like like he had the little landline phone right in front of him and like had his fucking hand up to his ear and everything going on. Like it was great.
And he had the tickets in front of him for some reason as well.
Yeah, it's like he was hardly going to deliver them that night. Like she was
Himself.
she was in fucking Cork, and then he just takes them out of his pocket.
Imagine that's how tight budgets were back then. The Pat had to go and deliver the
Yeah,
tickets.
he had to go fucking on his way to the late toy show. He had to go down to Cork and bring her up. Like
That's what we had to do with the hats. Michael delivered the hats to people who bought them.
yeah, fucking great. It's like the Michael Scott Paper Company, and he had the fucking like Chinese church library van, wasn't he? He was delivering out his own boxes of paper.
Was he?
Yeah. I've only came to mind because I was only rewatching The Office now again.
Oh yeah.
For like the 20th time. So. Yes. So right. So moving swiftly on. All right, yeah, so we have another news story that I sent in to you and Michael there yesterday. And I'll just get the screenshot over here. Leitrim man aiming to resurrect ancient art of stick fighting. And the picture of this is something to behold. I'll put it in on a video, but I'll just hold it here as well. He absolutely fucking laced him. Your man is sideways. And like, I just love how he's like...
Your man's face.
Yeah, it's fucking brilliant. So, a former prison officer from County Leitrim, no wonder he likes stick fighting, has vowed to resurrect the almost forgotten Irish practice of stick fighting. According to its practitioners, that's an Irish word, goes back to hundreds of years in Ireland, but due to the famine and British interference, it nearly disappeared. It involves two people using sticks or shillelagh, typically made from blackthorn wood and about 4 feet long. We are great, this is a quote, "We are a great warrior nation and this taps into it," said Bernard Leedy, who discovered bait, I'm not going to butcher that Irish pronunciation, around 10 years ago and now hopes to bring it back to a wider audience. 4 foot long of a stick.
And they just bait each other with it.
Yeah, it must do. I don't know if there's rounds or is it kind of like boxing or something, but a 4 foot long stick could do some damage.
Yeah. But see, that's basically junior B hurling, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
This man was also a prison officer, so I'd say like he's a bit mental. I'd say like they discovered this in prison, or maybe the sport started in prison.
Probably did, yeah. It's like the prison officers we know, what they would do fucking a lot of damage with a stick.
Yeah.
Not fighting. Yeah.
Yeah, there's your man, like, if you just look up the photo or you get the photo there,
Yeah,
you
put up on.
this man, I would not be surprised if he completely invented this sport.
Yeah.
If this is just something he made up. He went and bait a lad with a stick one night and he said, I was playing a game.
Yeah, he fucking loves it. Yeah. So I actually, and I have a recommendation for a Twitter page. It's poorly translated shirts.
Oh, yeah.
And I sent this to him yesterday. It's like, he offered her is one word. He offered her the world, and there's a K in there somewhere. She said she have her own. So that's advice to all men there. It's like, you offer her the world, she have her own world.
She have her own.
Yeah. There you go.
There was also a big news. Matty McGrath doesn't do his own washing.
Matty McGrath.
Matty McGrath spoke in Parliament yesterday.
Oh yes, your man. Yeah.
That he had to rectify himself, or to just clear his name, that say that he did know how to do the washing, and he went on to explain how he knew how to do the washing because he knew what dads and stuff were, but he didn't know which one they used in his house at the minute or what the popular brand at the time was. I don't know. He spent about, I'd say, at least 90 seconds, 2 minutes talking about washing detergent.
It just didn't make sense. I didn't know the context of it. I don't know. There's some politicians that are in the Dáil, like, you'd wonder, like, they only got there because, like, everyone in the local community loved them, and it's like, jeez, he might be well, and it's like, just go up there and shout, and you don't really talk nonsense, like.
But that's what it is, like, it's all a fucking facade. It's just
All through the week.
sorry about Pat now. This reminds me of another incident that happened in our Parliament. I just want to pull it up here. So,
I respected your sincerity. I'd ask you respect mine. Well, all due respect in the most unparliamentary language. Fuck you, Deputy Stag. Fuck you. I apologise now for my use of unparliamentary language.
That is most unparliamentary
It is the most unparliamentary language, and I now withdraw it and apologise for it. But I'm outraged that someone dares question my sincerity on this issue. I don't like what has to be done, but I'm going to take the responsibility and get it on the chin and get the unpopularity and lose my seat because it's the only thing we can do to get this country out of the state we're in. I firmly believe that. I firmly believe that. And you respect my view. I didn't cause the economic mess. I didn't take money from developers.
this is literally a 2-year-old.
Yeah.
Like, a 2-year-old would have this kind of body language and this kind of shouting. Like,
we are screwed as a country because of the wrongdoing of others.
I actually can't even see Avian doing that. Like,
No. Like, Irish politics at the best times is a fucking shit show. But then, like, you do get these absolute great moments of comedy. Like, especially when you see Mick Wallace over in Brussels there, having a great time. Like, he's there with his sleeves, he's either has his sleeves rolled up and his hair flowing in the wind, or he's wearing like a pink polo shirt, or like he's wearing his Wexford Youths jerseys, or he's wearing the Torino jerseys because the man likes pink. But yeah, he was there talking about wasn't it something about like the Americans aren't a democracy and stuff like that, and that like if any other nation was doing this, we'd be talking about and discussing like the stuff that Americans are doing. And like, I was just reading the comments, and like, Americans were agreeing with Mick Wallace, and it's like, do people that don't know Mick Wallace actually see this man in Parliament and think, yes, this man knows what he's talking about? Like, yeah.
he'd fit in well in America, wouldn't he?
Yeah. And then it's getting shared a lot these days, like the whole story of Boris Johnson's life, basically how he started from when he was like young to like how he got to there now. Right. It's only I think it's about like 5 or 7 minutes long. If anyone hasn't seen it, go watch it, because you really wonder how the fuck this man was one of the most powerful people in the world, really. Like, he had one of the highest political positions in the world. He was raised from a young age to be a fucking arrogant politician, like, and the amount of scandals in his life, he was kicked out of that party a few times and somehow became the fucking leader of it. Like, how does that happen?
Now, what is So here's some fun facts about Boris Johnson.
Yes.
Number one, his first name is Alexander.
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah.
Boris Johnson was born Alexander Boris de Pfeffel Johnson of New York City. He was born in 1964. His father was English. So he has a British and American passport. He moved back when he was 5. He gave up his American citizenship in 2017. If Johnson didn't surrender his US citizenship, he could have campaigned for election in the US presidential race after serving out his term as Prime Minister. He was a journalist before he became a Member of Parliament. He's accident prone. So Boris Johnson is a strong advocate for physical activity and exercise. He likes to jog and cycle around the city. He also is an avid rugby fan, and which ties him well with his competitive and brash nature. As a Foreign Secretary, Johnson found himself in hot water after knocking down a 10-year-old boy during a rugby match in Japan. Do you ever see this soccer?
Yeah, soccer aid, yeah, and he fucking pummels some lad. I'm not sure who it is.
Absolutely smashes him with a double leg fucking tackle.
Yeah, he's literally stumbling for 10 whole meters and then fucking whacks him. Yeah. But and then his dad was on I'm a Celebrity as well.
Was he?
Yeah, his dad was on I'm a Celebrity a few years back, yeah. I think when he was Mayor of London or when, somewhere around that. Yeah, it was probably 8 years ago maybe he was on I'm a Celebrity. His dad is as stupid as him, really.
Really? Have you seen the video where he talks about his hobbies? And Boris Johnson talk about his hobbies. He's being interviewed and someone asked him what he likes to do in his downtime.
Yeah.
And someone, maybe it's Michael.
Michael being Liverpool.
So while Shane answers the door, I'm just going to play this video of Boris Johnson talking about his hobbies once this ad ends. Who was there?
It says DPD is for ma'am.
The DPD man is here for ma'am.
He's taking her away.
Yeah, for Sabine sending her off. So here's Boris.
I like to...
What do you do to relax? What do you do to switch off?
I like to paint, or I make things. I like to...
What do you make?
I have a thing where I make models of... when I was in Mayor of London, we built a beautiful... I make buses.
You make models of buses?
I make models of buses.
So they're going to be in Downing Street.
So what I do... No, what I do make models of buses, but what I make is... I get old, wooden crates.
Yeah.
Right? And then I paint them. And they have two I suppose it's a box that's been used to contain two wine bottles, right?
Right.
And it will have a dividing thing.
Yeah.
And I turn it into a bus, and I put passengers. You really want to know this?
You're making buses. You're making cardboard buses. Okay, that's what you do to enjoy yourself.
I paint the
Interview is
passengers
just fucking finished up.
enjoying themselves.
Okay, great.
On the wonderful bus.
Great.
And the wonderful bus. Yeah, I think he was put so on the spot there that he's like, what do smart people do? They create things. And then the first thing in his head was model buses.
A bus drove past.
Yeah, a bus drove past, yeah. Fuck's sake, yes, so I have come up with a game.
Okay.
Right, this is overrated or underrated. It's just a few questions. And you can also say if this is perfectly rated. Love Island.
Love Island,
yes,
is overrated. In my opinion, I've watched fuck all of it.
Yeah.
It's on sometimes in the background, like I'll get home from training or work or something. I'm breeding the baby, I'll be watching it.
Yeah.
And I just stand in the way and talk over it.
Yeah. Yeah. No, see, I've only started watching, I think it was last 3 seasons of it, but I just fucking love the drama.
Really?
I love this shit show.
You're into it this year?
Yeah, I think it's perfectly rated because I think it is massive. It takes over all social media. Like Twitter is when it's 9 o'clock, every night of the week, bar fucking Saturday when it's not on, Twitter is just pumping. Like every 2 seconds you can refresh it and there's a tweet about literally what happened 2 seconds ago. There's people non-stop talking about it.
Yeah.
But there's also people that are fucking oh, I Love Island shit. Like they're fucking, it's like, what do they call it? It's like just shit TV. Like it's just, why would you bother watching it? I think people just haven't actually, if people that said that tried to watch it, it's like they actually will find some fucking entertainment out of it because it's just reality TV and just, there is just something in human nature that you just love to watch other people and love that kind of.
But it's you're into it, a lot of people are into it, and I know people who are they're very intelligent people. They're not like, they know this is shite. They still love it. Like they say, I can't wait until 9 o'clock. I get my tea, I get my blanket, and Love Island is on, and I get to fucking zone out, and I'm 100% invested in this. Yeah. But like, from an outside perspective, when I come in and I look at it and I just see these people that have known each other for 3 weeks talking about their connection and how much they're heartbroken, and this is like, I'm devastated, and 2 weeks down the drain for nothing. And like, shut the fuck up. Like my baby was born on the day it started. Yeah. So I was like, the baby was born and she was beside me, and I was looking up the screen and I was looking down at her, and I was like, this is such fucking nonsense. Yeah. Like, that is not real life at all. It's just such shite. Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's the thing. Some people don't separate it from reality. Yes. Like, they don't separate it from, like, they try to take the situations that are going on there and it's like, if this happened in the real world, but like, I know it is like, there's nothing bigger going on in my world at the moment that I need to do that. So you obviously have a little baby that you have to take care of, but I have nothing, so I can just zone out and watch this. But like, yeah, like people try to rationale, like if this happened on the outside world, but it's not happening outside, it's in there. These people are deprived from all social interaction with the outside world. They're told what to do. They're nearly told what to say most times, and they're put into these situations. So like, it is a game. It's nearly like a game show. Like, they are all at the end, like what I say, like they should be at the end. Like, I could win £50,000. Yeah. So they think, right, I have to find someone that is so well matched for me that I'm going to win this. Well, at the same time, they're thinking, I'm given free license to be as horny as I want. So like, that's what happens. Like, they went into Castle Moore there, and some people that are in strong relationships were like, I'm just going to test it out by fucking kissing someone. And then like, people are saying like, this is what happens on lads' holidays. It's like, no. It's like, they are put into a house with very good looking people, and they are told you can flirt as much as you want with this person. Yeah. Like, you don't go on like a lad's holiday and it's like, yes, I'm going to find the love of my life, and like, well, I need to test. I have a girlfriend at home, but I need to test myself out and
see if I really like my girlfriend at home that I've been with for 5 years. I'm just going to see if I actually like, or maybe I like this one
better.
Yeah, that I've never met before better.
Yeah. Like, you don't go home and then Laura Whitmore shows up in your house and says, do you choose your old girlfriend or your new girlfriend? It's like, that doesn't happen. So like,
but yeah, you're exactly right. Like, and that's, some people, I think, especially younger people, think that that's how relationships work, and then they live out what they see on screen in their own lives, and it just, they have no idea how to form actual relationships or connections with people because they think that that's how it is, because that's what they've seen on telly. Yeah. And like, I remember when I was like, say 17, 18, like Geordie Shore was big, and people were like, somehow half of Gorey developed Newcastle accents. Yeah. And like, they were talking about getting on it and getting mortal. Like, where did these words come from? And it was like, oh, this whole fucking thing of like the pre-drinking and then going out and then arguments, and like, that's regular and that will happen. But like, they're doing it in the context of what they see in the show because they want to live a life like what they see on the show. But it's just not reality.
Yeah. It's like, majority of it is like fucking fabricated. Like, yeah. Yeah, there definitely is elements of that, like, for people that are watching, or like probably 17, 18, probably think, oh, that is how a relationship works. Like, if you can literally move on from fucking one person to the next if you just like, if you want it. It's just like, it's just normal.
Yeah, and it's entertainment. So if I go and do all these things, and it'll be entertaining if I go and like shift her best friend and then see what happens with her, and then my friend, and then like, oh, this will be some crack. Like, it's fucking not. It's actually really fucking shit.
Yeah, and it will fuck up your life. But yeah, like, all those kind of terms that come from those really popular TV shows, like, even you see people like saying, like, probably was fucking already a big thing, like vibes and connections and all that shit. Like, even with Geordie Shore was there getting on it like a car bonnet. It was nice. Like, fuck,
shut up.
And then like ones in Geordie Shore having their hair dyed red, and so like people in Gore would have their hair dyed red. And, like, so like, all that kind of shit. Like, and everyone following what like fucking Gaz was wearing, like those. I remember it was like all those like New Looker H&M tops with like the fucking V-neck and all that. And no thanks.
No, reality TV is not reality. Yeah. But like, I'm hugely invested in 90 Day Fiancé. Yeah. I love it.
I still haven't got around to watching it. I think it's just because it's not as accessible. Like, what do you watch it on?
Discovery Plus.
Yeah.
We get it on Discovery Plus. Discovery Plus is great for reality TV, by the way. Like, different reality TVs. Like, there's Love After Lockup we watched for a while, which is like people that are like in relationships with people that are on like, say, 20-year prison sentences, and they've been like seeing each other, sending letters and stuff, and then they come out and they try to be together. Or there's like what's it called? Amish. It's not Amish Paradise. I always call it Amish Paradise, but it's about Amish people, and like they leave the Amish community and go and live in New York for like a month and see how they get on. It's very interesting. But 90 Day Fiance, that's my thing.
Yeah. It's mad how that, like who fucking comes up with that shit? Like, it's just so fucking American that, let's make a reality TV show out of fucking people that fall in love with prisoners for some whatever fucking reason.
Yeah.
And then, like, you wonder how, like, Amish people, like, how their families, like, TV, yes.
Oh, they're not. That's the whole thing.
Okay. Oh, it's
They
like
banish
breakaway,
them. Yeah,
splinter Amish.
They shun them.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
the families shun them when they leave. So apparently in the Amish community, like if you're Amish, you get this chance to leave when you're like, you come of age, you can leave and try, like, live in society for a while and then choose to come back or not. But if you don't come back, you're shunned. Your family will never talk to you again.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Amish people call like all people who aren't Amish English.
English.
Yeah.
Okay.
So in America, they even call all Americans are English people.
Right.
And they're Amish, and like like electricity is English, like phones are English, TVs are English. You wear English clothes if you don't wear the Amish garbs.
So like they nearly use English for like the things they don't like or disagree with.
Basically, yeah. And English people are like destined for hell or like shunned or whatever.
So they're closer to the Irish people than we think.
Yeah. Jehovah's Witnesses. There's a documentary I watched on that. They are fucking like next level. If you become a Jehovah's Witness or whatever, like the amount of abuse that goes on in the Jehovah communities, it's like worse than the FLDS.
Really?
Yeah, way worse. And they actually believe that that the world there's going to be like an invasion or a reckoning or like a judgment day, and only the Jehovah's Witnesses are going to survive. So that's why they come to your door. So if you're interested, you can be saved and you can join the Jehovah's Witnesses.
Fuck.
And there's like tiers to it and all as well.
Jeez, didn't know that. Yeah, because I remember only recently Roisin was talking about, like, asked me, like, did Jehovah's Witnesses ever show up to our door? I was like, not that I know of. I've never seen any.
They definitely did when we were younger anyway.
Yeah, and apparently, like, Roisin, like, they still call in around, like, Roisin's and stuff, like, and knock on the doors, like, it's just, yeah. I'd say now if someone, an Amish person, or, like, no, an Amish, fucking
Jehovah's
Witness turned up and had a chat with Frico, like, they fucking, they love it, Frico. Frico would love it.
I'll tell you about Jesus.
Yeah. It'd be great if one showed up while we were doing the podcast.
Yeah. Go on in, sit down. We're in. Welcome to Jehovah's Tuesdays.
Yes.
Right, what's...
Yeah, so this started from Love Island.
Wimbledon. Underrated.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it is as well. I don't think much people, like, not much people around that we know anyway would watch it, but I've been watching it, like, I usually do watch it and get great entertainment out of it. I think it's really fucking... It's good, especially now that your man Kyrgios is stirring the pot a bit. Like, he's fucking...
What's going on there?
Like, he's just...
Big tall lad.
And he's tall enough, yeah. He's like one of the biggest servers in tennis at the moment, like, and he's mouthing at fucking everyone, and he fucking giving it to the referees. He's like a new John McEnroe, really.
Yeah.
Like he commentates on everything, and he doesn't have a tennis, like, you know the way all these tennis lads have coaches there sitting on the sideline. Like, he doesn't have one, and then they're asking, they're saying, I think they asked him after the last one, it's like I couldn't put that burden on someone, and like someone again is like, fair fucks to him. But yeah, like it's great. Like, some people love him, some people hate him. Like, and it brings more of a fucking personality to tennis. Like, and I think
McGregor factor, kind of like,
yeah. I think it's great now. So now Djokovic will be playing Kyrgios in the final, which will be very, very good.
Was it you who told me they're training dogs to do the ball boy?
No, I seen that somewhere. I don't know. Was it just for? I don't think it's for a whole thing. I think it might just be for like a special chat.
Oh, right.
I don't know. I actually didn't read into it. I think I did see that, but
That could go horribly wrong.
Yeah, like imagine like, you know the way like the ball boys get blasted with a fucking tennis ball. Like, imagine a dog gets that, like the whole crowd would fucking cry, because it's that thing. It's like if a human dies on TV, like, people are probably happy, and then if the dog dies, it's like all floods of tears.
Yeah, what were we doing? We put the baby down to sleep last night. Breed like rolled over and said to me, "I'm never going to get to relax again." And I thought she said, "We're never going to get to see Baxter again." I was like, "What?" And I told her, and she's like, "Yeah, that too."
Fuck's sake. R.I.P. Baxter.
R.I.P. Baxter.
Yeah. So next is, let's stick on a team of Wimbledon. Strawberries.
Strawberries are overrated, I think. People make a huge deal out of them.
Yeah, especially when Greensbury Farm opens up during the summer, and like that little shop there, and at the roundabout, and it's just packed. So like, if it's sunny if it's sunny weekend, it's just, you can't get a parking space there, and it's just mental. Like, I do like strawberries. I used to fucking hate them. I remember the first time I tried a strawberry, I was like, well, the first time I fucking remembered I tried a strawberry, I was like 8 or 9, and I remember running outside and spitting out on the ground. I fully remember that because I thought the texture was just like, I fucking hated it. Now I like strawberries, but there is that kind of, like, you see all those little huts on the Wexford Road. Remember when they didn't have the main road and you just had to go through Comole and Ferns all the way down, all the way down through Wexford, like, and there'd be one every fucking 10 kilometres. Those little huts. I was like, how are they making money?
Yeah, there was one on the way to Donegal in like Cavan.
Yeah, I remember driving past. That's like Wexford strawberries. It's like,
why? Like, they're only fucking strawberries.
Yeah,
like you can buy them all year in Lidl in the frozen part.
Yeah, I would say though, I think Greensbury Farms are the nicest that I tried. Like, if you just get the ones out of Pets and like Tesco, you definitely do taste the difference. They're not as sweet and everything. But yeah.
No, they are overrated. And people feel like they post their picture of their punnet on Instagram.
And they're fucking expensive as well.
Tenner a bunnet or something. Is that a small punnet? Is it like a tenner?
Something like that. I think I think there's different sizes or whatever. But yeah, like they're fucking not cheap.
Claire's buy and sell that people are giving out about the price of strawberries.
Are they? I didn't see that.
And I see Claire's buy and sell. Someone posted a picture of a dead cat on the side of the road last week.
Oh yeah.
Like, does anyone own this cat? Like, are you selling the cat on this buy and sell page?
What the fuck, like. It's really just a community notice board. Like, it's not a fucking buy and sell group.
Yeah.
I had a weird dream. I think it was last night. Might have been the night before. I only remembered it when I was coming home because, like, you know those dreams you have, and it's like, was that a dream or did that actually happen? You can't tell. It was someone on telly was mentioning Claire's buy and sell, and it's like, I don't know, was it like the Late Late Show or on one of those RT shows, talk shows, and like someone was mentioning Claire's buy and sell, and I remember watching it, and it's like, geez, Claire's buy and sell is fucking a lot bigger than I thought. Just put like, there is whatever thousands of people in that group.
I think there's 10,000 or something.
Yeah, it's mental. But yeah, I remember seeing some TikTok about the strawberries and cream at Wimbledon, and it's depressing. It's literally, it's not like a load of whipped cream, and it's literally strawberries with glazing of like shitty little cream. Like,
it's pretty cream.
Yeah, and probably like fucking tenners. It's probably more than fucking tenners. You get like 5 strawberries.
Yeah.
Large bottles.
Large bottles are underrated in the summer. You see lads give out about it, like, oh, I can't drink cider or whatever. Get over it and just fucking drink the cider.
Like, I think they're underrated as well. Like, there's not a nicer, especially when you're hungover and it's hot in the summer, and it's like, there's nothing better to cure you than a large bottle. But yeah, we had this argument there a while ago at the start of summer with my friends, and someone were saying like, oh, you only drink cider when you're fucking 18. Like, get a pint of fucking whatever Heineken. Just like, no.
I was the opposite. I started drinking cider when I got older.
Yeah.
But I do find, I think my headaches are worse the next day with cider. I don't know, is that sugar or something?
Yeah, the sugar crash. But yeah, big thing now that I've only like gone in the last like year or two is like Copperberg. Copperberg's class. Copperberg strawberry and lime is very nice, and I don't care if it's girly.
Yeah, who cares?
Yeah,
it tastes class.
Yeah. Yes, and then sticking on the theme of drink, Malibu and Red.
Malibu and Red, yes.
Underrated. Yeah, you got me onto this now a few months ago, and it's fucking savage. So if you want to explain to people what it tastes like.
Yeah, it's like, is it the fizzy cola lollipops you used to get? They were like orange, and they had a picture of like the sun with sunglasses, I think was the logo. Ina used to have my great auntie down in her house.
Used to always get it, very good tweets.
But Malibu and Red came to me from James Flood a few years ago. He got me on them. And they also like don't have that much alcohol. So you're not that hungover the next day. Like, drinking shorts is class, but like, shorts are short for a reason. There's very little in it, and when you're drinking and standing around, you just keep drinking. And then like, if you're drinking whiskey or something, like, you could drink fucking 8 whiskeys, not realizing how much you've drank. But Malibu is like, you can kind of sip away and not get that fucking twisted, and be half okay the next day. I worked at the VIP Fashion Awards in the Marker Hotel once as a barman, and Martin King drank Malibu and Red. Remember Martin King? He presents the 6 o'clock show.
Yes.
Yeah, he was drinking Malibu and Red. And I was giving him a little nod when I gave it to him.
Yes. So then we're moving on to festivals.
Festivals are overrated.
Yeah. See, I think they're perfectly rated.
Yeah.
I don't think.
Yeah, I wouldn't say vastly overrated.
Yeah. See, I just came there because obviously I went to Longitude last week, and that was grand. Like, but like, you need that kind of camping element. I think that's a big like a big hit to those kind of like just one day festivals where you have to travel and all that shit.
Yeah.
Or, yeah, like the single day, there's no camping. But I saw a video of Glastonbury from above. Like I think there was a hot air balloon. Someone was up right above Glastonbury.
Yeah.
It's fucking mental. It's I think people said it was the size of Bristol or something like that. The size of a city, like.
Jesus.
I think 200,000 people. I think that's just tickets. That's not including like acts, workers, like food vendors, all that. Like it's fucking mental. Jesus. It takes up some fucking size. And I think EP was, I think the first year I went it was like 50 and then it increased to like 55 or something. Now I think it was for 2020 it was supposed to be 70, but I'm not, like obviously it's been cancelled last year, so I don't know what the size of it is this year. But yeah, I'll be going this year, so
Jesus.
I'll report back.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, like festivals are great and all, but it's good they're only like a couple of weekends out of the year. You couldn't fucking do it. Like it's just for the last year's EP and going this year, you get the early pass so you can go on a Thursday, get in early, like put your tent down and like and go where you want. Like there's no real Friday morning rush to get in and find a space.
Yeah.
But yeah, like it's just disgusting.
It is disgusting, isn't it? Like no showers really.
Yeah.
By the last day you're just fucking broke up.
Yeah, like I remember I had to go for a shower on Saturday. I smelled so bad because you do so much walking. I never actually checked my steps, but you probably do about 30,000 steps. Like
Yeah.
and you wouldn't if you're just too drunk to fucking notice. Like I said, the amount of steps you do in Glastonbury would be stupid.
Yeah.
But yeah, like you're sweaty, you're mucky, you're fucking everything.
Sleeping on the ground.
Yeah.
It's fucking gross.
Yeah, that's why I brought last year I went and brought a fucking blow up mattress.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're gonna get, like, it's just me and Roisin then, so I think I'm gonna get a fucking 4-man pop-up one, so like you can actually have a bit of space and have the fucking blow-up mattress on because it's fuck sleeping on the floor. Remember first year me and Owen Cullen shared a 2-man tent.
Oh Jesus.
And like on the fucking floor, and there was just no room in the fucking tent at all.
That's so gross.
Yeah.
You wake up in the morning then as well. Ugh.
It's horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah. Moving on, spicy food.
Spicy food. I would say that is probably correctly rated because I'm not great on spicy food. I'd say mild spicy, like a korma from my street is probably my level of spiciness.
Yeah.
I'm too white.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm the same. I think spicy food is, like in my group of friends anyway, it's overrated. Like they just love spicy. Everything has to be spicy. Like all of it has to be spicy. They loved all the hot sauces, Frank's hot sauce and everything. Like they put on like all that shit. They put on their eggs and everything. I don't hate spicy food, but I don't see the point. And I don't get any enjoyment out of it.
Yeah.
Like it just burns my mouth. It's like what flavor does burning enhance?
Yeah, you don't want your mouth to be numb after food.
Yeah.
Why?
This came to mind because Roisin has made food like it was supposed to be honey chili chicken the other night, and she put too much chili in it, and it was just like neither of us could finish it. It was just like we just had to throw the chicken out because it was just burned our mouth. It was like I don't get what enjoyment people get out of this.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. We're both very white. It doesn't make sense. So then chicken rolls.
Chicken rolls are overrated just because now chicken rolls are great. I eat them probably once a week, I'd say, but it's just the whole fucking thing that has become of chicken rolls.
Yeah, and it's all down to the two Johnnies.
Down to the two Johnnies, yeah. And Apple Green or something actually lowered the prices for two Johnnies, did they?
Yeah, I think that's finished now, but yeah, it's $4.50. They were saying like that anything over $4.50 for like a plain chicken roll with like whatever 2 or 3 fillings shouldn't be more than $4.50, and then but like a lot of those Apple Greens don't have their own fucking deli. They have those Bakewell ones, and those are fucking expensive.
And they're gross.
They're stupid. Like I remember I got a chicken roll in the Coins Cross Apple Green there, and it's fucking like over €6.
Yeah. The best roll I do for Esso or P&H?
At the moment, I like Inch, and I just go to Pets just because like Roisin lives beside Pets. So, but yeah, I don't really get. I only get chicken rolls really now when I'm hungover. But Pets, I changed my roll for a wrap, and they have like it's like basically like a chicken burrito. Chicken roll burrito is fucking savage.
That's nice.
Yeah. But I haven't got P&H now since school. People, my group of friends obviously have a big love for Esso because we went there every day during school, and always thought P&H is overrated.
No, I'd be P&H now. P&H will always be the best.
Yes. Yeah, you see there's some, I don't think they're chicken rolls or breakfast rolls. Like some, like I think somewhere in Dublin, lad had to pay a tenner for, there's two different separate places I've seen, and they're about Max Halls, and it's tenner for
Jesus Christ.
But like it says on the weight of it, it was 2 kg.
2 kg.
But I don't know if that's just them putting down 2 kg or if it actually weighed it and it came up 2 kg. So
it's a big chicken roll.
Yeah, but like doing rolls by weight probably isn't the fair assessment. I'd say.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah. So then, last question, Michael Dwyer.
Michael Dwyer is underrated.
Yeah, Michael's very underrated. I think from school, like people thought Michael was this very like academically minded person that didn't have much fucking crack about him. Like but Michael does surprise everyone that meets him like that don't know him.
Yeah.
And don't, like no one gets how like a lot of people are like, how the fuck are you and Michael friends? Like they actually fucking work very well together.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. Like Michael dresses with the shumpers and stuff. I have the tattoos, but like a lot of Michael's humor is kind of unintentional as well, you know, like he doesn't realize he's being funny until after he's been funny, like you know. That's my favorite thing I'd say about him.
I love when he fucking gets like you're nearly teeing him up for those fucking sexual jokes and he doesn't get it. Even when like last week when it was like he was like saying it stopped and you were like, but it gets bigger. He's like, it does actually. And that I think my favorite clip from Paper Shoes was when Michael was like describing his holiday and you on doing the Booking.com host and is like, and I explored her hole.
I got into her hole.
That was fucking brilliant.
Yeah, no, it was fantastic.
Yeah,
he definitely is like you would think on paper like he's very kind of like by the book and like stringent or whatever, but he's very like loose minded, I suppose. It's endless entertainment.
Yeah, and then like even when he goes. Like obviously Michael doesn't drink and he goes out. Michael will stay up till fucking 4 or 5 in the morning.
Yeah,
and the rest of it he's drunk asleep.
Yeah, I have no idea how he does that. Like after. I could do it for maybe like if you're in the pub for an hour.
Yeah, no, if I'm not drinking, I'd say it's just because he's used to it and like he knows how to fucking like he's always been sober when everyone else is drunk. So, but like if you're in a pub and not drinking and you have to drive or something, like there's no way you can spend more than an hour. It just gets too fucking boring. And I think you're more aware of your surroundings. Like everyone else is fucking having a great time and all. You're just like, I wish I could drink and I can't drink, and that's just stuck in your head, so you can't actually have crack.
Yeah, you're like, this person has told me this story 3 times now.
Yeah, that's the worst thing. It's like, people become, when you're sober and people are drunk people are the most irritating thing.
I remember that night we were in Blues. Remember, it was like me, you, Flood, and Roisin and Connor.
Yes.
Someone came over to Michael and me, and we were talking, and he just like leaned on the wall and started like telling the same story about how I think he was saying that he was the best junior B hurler Gorey had, or Michael was the best junior B hurler Gorey had, and he just kept saying it over and over again, and he was really intense, and Michael was like listening to him, and I was bursting my shite laughing like because how drunk this man was, and I was drunk as well, and Michael was actually like listening to him, trying to take it in, like being very respectful and giving him his time. Like I don't know how he could do that.
It doesn't make sense. It's a patience of saying.
Patience of saying is right.
Yeah, so it is my overrated and underrated finished.
I had two ideas last night, I suppose, or was it last night? I think I sent you a Snapchat. It was like there's only one Love Island and it belonged to Jeffrey Epstein. There was like these people went to an island for their honeymoon on 90 Day Fiancé, and I told Breed we're not going to that one, we're going to Little St. James. But another idea I had was, I don't know why that was an idea I had, but this is I'm a VT for it's a spoiler alert, VT for the Christmas live show. Could be Heels on Wheels Mobile Mass. So HEALS on Wheels Mobile Mass. And then possibly recreate a night in the Beacon for it to do that. The Beacon Hotel. Remember I had the bouncy dance floor, the one in Courtown everyone used to go to.
Oh, right.
Years ago.
Yeah. Had a bouncy dance floor?
Yeah, apparently so. The dance floor had springs on it.
What the fuck?
No health and safety back then.
Yeah, it's like a WWE ring.
Yeah. Okay, lads, I think we have to go and play a hurling match against Cushenstown. 3rd round. We've won 2, played 2.
Yes. On the next. Thank you and good night.
Thank you and good night.